Hey guys, welcome to episode number 22 this week. Number 22 this week, guys, of an episode of Final Fantasy 12. Today's date, guys, today is November 5th. Not just November 5th today. Today is Election Day. Happy election today to you guys in the chat for 599 mods. Come to think of it, guys, we're pretty much here on Election Day today, and, feeling not a lot of mishaps. Not exactly what kind of shit I've been feeling coming up yesterday. Just to be open and honest, I don't want to jump into a lot of this, or prior to anything in return, but basically, guys, I was not feeling as good last night. So, just to keep it safe and sound, basically, guys, I was under the heat 2 months from yesterday, and, I took 1 or 2 naps, and, let's keep everything else safe, and, anything else inside the program, with our strongest power today. But yeah, guys, just keep it safe and sound, and, like I said, we'll always have in the fluids, and have something to be careful on. But coming out of yesterday, guys, with all due respect, with our popularity today, entertainment and energy, for the most part of it, I did get a little extra sick last night, because, I was having a few things, and, it didn't go exactly towards what it seems. And pretty much, again, anything between health, food, or anything with drinks on them, and basically that's exactly what really targeted coming out of me today. So I'm like, it's not going to be a good idea or a good sign. But anyway, I had a good night's sleep yesterday, and me and I would not really do the same as usual. Just to be open and honest and safe and sound. Good morning, brother Sansi. Make a love shout out to you, sir. How's it going? As long as we know how to set the rules, guys, and keep everything in between. Keep everything steady and much more what we want the most. I'm gonna be voting today, brother Sansi. I mean, the only two we're looking at, guys, is the one that wants to really scramble, and wants to cause a lot of nonsense, guys. And what I mean is, you talk about just two people. You have Kamala Harris from the what do you call it, guys? The Democratic Party. A former vice president of the United States, taking on the one that I'm still looking to target, and the one I still want to target only, guys, is Donald Trump, because I think he's going to be the best president again, because he knows exactly what America wants, and exactly what we want, and what we want from him this year. So yeah, guys, today is election day, and there's really a lot to think about too. It's not exactly what I want, but exactly what we want. What a lot of people here in the United States want, anyone here in the countries or any other state or city. There are a lot of people, guys, that are pretty much watching at home. Between the polls, between the rankings, and all that good stuff. Good morning, Lee Sun Soon. Make a love shout out to you, Lee. How are you? Thank you for sending by with more popularity today, guys. And pretty much keeping everything under control. But other than that, guys, I had a few things from the gas station yesterday, and I wasn't feeling as good coming out of last night, and staff management, guys, from my two live last night. She said the following, that since I got sick, she told me I can probably just leave the house for the night, and start feeling better and feeling better. So I'll get to more about this in a second. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. With our 599 mods today, guys, of our group, of our social media, our podcast services, and we can say we're, sounding the right way. We can say we're sounding good. We can say we're keeping everything in balance. And it's something that makes us happy. And yes, guys, thank you guys for joining me this morning. Coming up today, guys, of Election Day, for our Strongest Power this morning, with our social media, our social blade, and yes, guys, our podcast services. All around the globe, guys, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit, and so much more. Remember, guys, when we go live, if you guys are being notified, we can say we're sounding good, we can say we're keeping everybody else exhausting. All we gotta do is do what we're able to do. That's the important thing. You guys like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit, and so much extra. Good morning, Brother John. How are you, sir? In case you haven't heard, Brother John, Maya's got a little bit sick last night because I was having a few things from the gas station. I was having a little energy, but it wasn't exactly dark, to be honest. I was just having a lot light, and I started feeling a little more funny coming out of basketball. What do you call it, guys? Basketball super practice yesterday. Practice overall was good. Before anything else got a little more surprising. You don't have any problems. But other than that, guys, I've been feeling a little bit better, and we also got our 5th week of bowling tonight as well. And then my Sulab's got basketball practice again as well. But not only that's going on tonight, guys, I do know tomorrow, guys, I am off till Thursday. I gave a call to Henry Count, what do you call it, guys, one group out of it. I got a hold of Transport yesterday and gave them my times. So the times that are coming out of it. So as you guys can see, I've got back-to-back 2 to 7s, and then high school football on Friday night, which means I've got 11 to 4. So that should not be a lack of discipline or distraction. So you guys remember what I told them? I told chief management that until football season is over, I can do, what do you call it, guys? I can do 11 to 4s for a while. Which, guys, that does not have to change the thing, if we think about it. But other guys, I'm feeling a little bit better, and, well, as long as we gotta be careful what we're having, we gotta make sure we're having our fluids, having our strength, and, doing what's more comfortable at ease. Lindoc, hey, Lindoc, make a love shout out. How you doing? Crazy family, good morning. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Jack warned a lot that I've seen some fake accounts going around commenting
on well, thank you, Brother John. I've warned a lot of people that I've seen some fake accounts going around on people's channels, trying to be me. If I was in on here, I would start be banning them. I would not have you go that far, Brother John, as long as they're pretty much a lot of our people with our strongest power this morning. But Lindoc, how you been? By the way, I still need your help with W8. I still haven't reached the floor of the leader as much, or anything else in between. But yeah, guys, my voice may sound a little bit crackled, but not very much that's more deserving, or much more in between. So, we are gonna have our 5th week of bowling tonight, and then, I don't think I'll be sick again today, because I told my true love, and I will tell you guys this, I should be fine tomorrow, going into which leads what I'm going to be speculating. What's going on tomorrow night, guys? Apparently, the base, guys, Fillingham base is having a community basketball event, so that's going to be around 6 to 8 tomorrow night. So, I might want to advertise it because, we are the green, black, and white of coming out of our basketball team. You're talking about Team 1, yes, guys, Team 2, otherwise. So, it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow, and before I go back to work this week, and do some with high school football in between. Just to be open and honest. No, in case you guys haven't heard, between who passed and who did what. Well, basically, guys, if you haven't heard, apparently we lost a musical conductor. Sorry guys, it's not Don Williams. It's actually somebody else, apparently. You guys remember who Quincy Jones is? The one that recently composed a musical number from Austin Powers' Gold member, and then did a lot of composing with Michael Jackson, Frank Sinatra Jr., Brother Sansa, you pretty much know what I'm thinking of. And it's a very nice trolls making fun of me, making fake accounts. If I see it on here, I'm gonna ban them completely. I don't disagree with you, Brother John. People won't stop you. People won't stop us. That's the important thing. As long as we are the strongest power guys, for popularity, entertainment, and energy. We always have and always will. Our biggest community on this planet. But speaking of, back when I was saying, guys, about Quincy Jones, he became one of the biggest attractions when it comes to his music composing. He worked with Michael Jackson. He worked with Frank Sinatra Jr. Everything about him, guys. He was one of the best people that we've known for a long, long time, guys. Apparently, guys, he coming out of yesterday, it is all with our deep hearts as a Christian. Quincy Jones, guys. He died yesterday at the age of 91. I feel like it was natural causes. I don't think it was cancer in front of him. But Quincy Jones is somebody that a lot of people know. And it's like, oh, absolutely, Brother John. I don't think there's any disagreement. But honestly, guys, Quincy Jones inspired a lot of people. You talk about having a lot of history, a lot of music. You look at all the best composers. You have John Williams, Danny Elfman, and now Quincy Jones. It's like, you talk about having a high protective aids, and that's what Quincy Jones did. You know, he inspired a lot of music, a lot of fame. And why can't this legendary composing brother be in the Hall of Fame? You know, and you talk about Ray Charles too. You talk about Van Halen. You know, guys, Quincy Jones was somebody. A lot of people knew, a lot of people know, and I used to have Discord, Brother John. I don't have that set as much as I used to, but the last time I had Discord, I was talking with a couple of good friends, with some good friends on that app. But yeah, I don't exactly use it anymore, as much as I recall. Brother Sansa, you've heard of Quincy Jones, correct? If it has to be natural causes from yesterday, I think it's a terrible sign for the fans and a lot of people. But I feel sorry for the Quincy Jones family. Oh, I'm just going to make this short and sweet, and loving and caring. Quincy Jones yesterday, guys, he died at the age of 91. May the brotherhood of his music continue to live on. May his future live on forever. And I think Mike Myers knew Quincy Jones as a brother to a loving, caring heart that he had for him. And always in between. You know, Michael Jackson really inspired Quincy Jones for a long time. And when you talk about working with your best people, I don't know. I don't think he worked with Justin Timberlake back then. I know Quincy Jones has not, but honestly, he's been doing a fascinating job when it comes to working music, composing music the way he wants it. I mean, look at John Williams. He's the same age as him, no doubt about it. But other guys, Quincy Jones was 91 yesterday. May the loving, caring Christianity composer live on forever. May his music continue to bring the respect, the love, and a lot of appreciation. And so guys, may Quincy Jones rest in peace, and may God have mercy on his soul. 91 years old, guys, for Quincy Jones. You know, he was one of the best. And nothing but the best for his people, his fans, his family, his brother and sisters that really inspired him as a young man. Really did for a lot of people. I mean, I want to say, guys, John Williams, Quincy Jones had a lot of good music. you know, when he worked with Michael Jackson, it's like, I don't know if he helped him out with Thriller or, I mean, Thriller was the first thing that Michael Jackson did. You know, when it comes to Halloween music, let's really think about it and have something to really bring in. So, I guess, guys, the face that we use.
Do you use Facebook and Messenger and
I still use the two apps, Brothers on. I still got Facebook. If you guys can follow me on Facebook, that'd be great. You guys can follow me on Instagram. So the same name, Jack Dawson. If you guys have nothing, you have nothing to lose. But yeah, I still have the same name. My butt's not going anywhere, to be honest. Are you doing some cooking? Maybe we can do some cooking for me for breakfast time if you want. La Love's in Italy. I don't mind if you do. Well, my two love gave me some health advice yesterday. They told me that next time, do not miss breakfast, do not miss lunch or dinner. Whereas I did have a good amount of dinner yesterday. Apparently we did not cook up anything. Apparently we had McDonald's for dinner last night, and I had a little bit of my fries, and I had a Zinger Bacon cheeseburger from McDonald's yesterday, and my health overall was fine. You know, I was fine for the rest of the night. I did not have anything, and you know that would be somewhere in between. But I was okay. I was fine to begin with. Somebody got a level up, guys. That was Liza for a second. I don't think both of you needs to level up yet. I do know. Actually, I'm gonna put Lady S for wait a minute. Who needs something that's much more longer? If I had to guess, guys, it would be somebody.
Love it whenever you put me on.
Love it when you put.
Please, my brother Jack.
Why do you think I time you out, Brother John? I mean, I want to say with all due respect, I still get plenty of voice messages and a lot of lawyership. And pretty much it's a little bit inspiring. I mean, I don't understand why I should time you out all the time. I think a lot of people hate it. People don't really dislike it as much. You know? And that's why I get a lot of voice messages. A lot of voice messages, a lot of targeting on it, and nothing else would really jump in return. Or jump in the balance either. We got Brother Santi, like I said, Quincy Jones was an inspiration. He was a lot of love, he was some great fun. And you know, he was a lot of things. He was a lot of big things, you know. And now we're just gonna really believe his music from now on. What really inspires us, and really inspires for me, and a lot of you guys too. So, I don't know what's gonna be going on between health anymore. I mean, you gotta know, guys, if your kids are free, if we can still do the stuff that you can do, you know. I mean, like moving, and not be in a damn wheelchair, you know. I mean, that's gonna be the last thing if people are growing up mostly. You know, you're getting up in age, and you know, it's like you can't do it anymore. And I don't think Quincy Jones was exactly in a wheelchair, to be honest. I think it was moving okay when it comes to composing for a long time, but you know, nothing would really be disrespectful to him. But I want to say, if they're going to do some involving Quincy Jones, maybe do a music documentary of him, if they get a chance, maybe with Heart and Soul. And I want to say, guys, I do know Quincy Jones was a Christian. That I do want to maybe bring up. I do know he was a Christian, if I recall. But alright, guys, speaking of other stuff today, if you guys are here and being active, if you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy XII Zodiac ads, every hour and 40 plus every morning, every week, all you guys need to do is one thing. Just do one thing at a time, guys. Just keep it much more inspirational, and a lot of exciting things to come. Remember, guys, good things will happen in return, as long as we believe in it, and people that are surrounding us. All at one time, you know, family, friends, and somebody you love so much. That's because you're a lucky man, loving, caring, supportive human being, and doing something otherwise that matters. And doing something that makes you comfortable. We also have Farhead, making a love shout out to you, sir. How are you? Cookie, good morning. Good morning, partner. How are you? When the update of my health today, guys, I'm feeling okay. I will not have any sickness in between. Doesn't happen all the time, so I think the best thing to do, guys, is for me to be careful from now on. Now, to take on the heat a whole lot, but do something that makes us feel healthy 100% at a time. We've got to be careful as much as we can. As long as we're not feeling lousy, we're not doing something that we want to do. I mean, not as much as people can really relate on, or continue to pounce on. But other guys, all you guys need to do is like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. That way, when we go live, guys, anytime I'm going live, or you guys are going live in the chat, with our strongest power, or 597 miles this morning. And during today, guys, of Election Day, Kamala Harris being a big, huge disappointment, and also the president I want back is Donald Trump. So, you talk about every single country, talk about every single state that people can vote at. And what do they call it, guys? I think they call it caucuses, I would assume. I think that was back in the 1900s, based on American history. When people go to vote, guys, and do not tell a lie or something respectful of who they voted for. It's only between one human being and only yourself only, of who you got to vote. And also, guys, for Senate. I mean, for Senate, that's also something involving the House of Representatives, and doing something on the other side of things. As long as it really means something in return. So whatever it could be, you're voting for the right person, you're not disrespecting the right person, and you're making it crystal clear, and nice and clear, and nice and easy when you get a chance. But other guys, like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. Well, liking and share the stream, guys. Like and share the stream, and do what makes you feel really intelligent. But speaking of everything else, guys, for strongest power, we are always filled with popularity, guys, entertainment, and energy, as much as anything else in return. And also in the balance being the key when we can. But if you guys want me to play new games on the schedule that I haven't played yet, or even if I can play old games again, we'll get something for PS Plus. Speaking of PS Plus, guys, I will be renewing PS Plus for another year. It's probably gonna be in 2 weeks, or by the time we get to Black Friday this month for this year. I do know PS Plus is going to be having a Black Friday deal every single time, so I want to get that set going, and not worry about it, so does I renew it. I mean, my registration, guys, is December 12th again, so PS Plus will be exactly covered soon, so I want to get that one done no matter what, because PS Plus I've had PS Plus for over 4 years. And I've had the PS5 for almost 4 years, as we speak. That's going to be coming up in a few weeks. So I think PS Plus deserves another run. I'm going to continue it with PS Plus between free games, DLCs, or anything I haven't played yet. Make them available, and do something that really matters. You know, guys, playing some awesome games. Having anything we can probably relate. You know, have something fun, have a lot of excitement in the air, and do something that's, you know, bringing us to our attention. What all you guys need to do with our strongest power this morning, if you guys want to catch up on me having to play a new game or something, you guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. When we live stream, guys, we give each other thumbs up, we give each other voices heard. We can say we're sounding good. Not going above dams or distress anymore, guys. That's not the best thing to look at or appreciate. As long as we know what we're doing, appreciate what we're able to do. That's all that matters, you know. Everybody's entitled to one comment or multiple things with one commitment. So that's always the best thing to do. You know, guys, doing anything that we have to do that makes us proud. Making so what we're talking about for most of the majority of the time. Not exactly going either direction, but doing something that makes us happy, makes us smile, and doing something that really relates. That's all it can really involve. And that's what matters, guys, with our popularity, entertainment, and energy all of a sudden. And we've got another stupid trap, guys. We don't have to worry about that occasionally. That's not the best thing to really boss around or go in any other direction otherwise for it. But other guys, the most important thing is love, support, and respect is the key. Love, support, and respect is the key, guys. Stay awesome and creative with our 599 mods today. I don't know if he's going to be in the 600 mod this morning. I have no clue. That's something to look at, and we have something to think about, too. I have no authority of who it's going to be, or at liberty who it's going to be either way. Could be somebody that we haven't met before, could be somebody new in the chat, balancing the chat with us, or whoever's making us feel popular, guys, a lot of energy, and a lot of entertainment with that too. Whoever it could be, I will bring that mod to a 600 type. I think that's going to be something to relate to. Actually very soon, and watch shortly, when we can. We are going to see awesome and creative with our strongest power this morning. Make it so we're sounding good, make it so we're sticking around. We're not going above damsel distress, guys, when we can. You do it, remember guys, you do it because you're driven. You're making a lot of people proud, making a lot of people smile. You know, hear what you have to say too. And that's what really matters with our community. And yes guys, knowledge is power. When we take our time, we meet and greet, we socialize with each other, we talk about what we can for each other. But as long as the people are spamming, that is never going to be the answer. As long as we know what we're looking at. You know, we stay on topic, we talk about what's inside, maybe like outside of things. Whatever it could be, it's more encouraging, it's more supportive, having a lot of laughs, having a lot of stuff in the balance, and doing something that really gets us the attention that we need. That's what it really is. Anytime we manage, guys, to find people, gift people, take our time all of a sudden, never be stuck at times. We're doing something that makes us feel much more warm and comfortable. Again, with our community, guys, our popularity, guys, entertainment, and energy. All we gotta do, guys, is follow Sarah. Follow Sarah, guys, when we can. That would be, guys, on social media, with our YouTube accounts with us. That's more of a combination, and socialize with a lot of stuff to keep in touch either way. And that would be, guys, on social media, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You guys remember how long I've been on YouTube for? It's been over 8 years for your King of the World, and your final boss as well. Been on Twitter and Facebook for 6 years, emotionally. Now, Sano, oh my Zoa, make a love sound out. Thank you for coming in. I think it's like 2 accounts that, Cecilin Italy's been having already. It may or may not be correct as usual. It could be something else that really makes multiple accounts together, makes a lot of socialization happen, and doing something that makes us exactly what we are today. You know, guys, today's election day. You guys can vote whoever you want, when you want, anytime you want. As long as your vote counts, and asking for people's votes. You know, it's like if you're looking at a commercial ad, they're always asking for your vote. That's what matters. You're in the United States, you know, taking over the office, doing something that your family can build. Also move again over there too, and have a lot of things to work out. And you know, start moving around as much as possible. You know, if you're married, if you have kids, if you have somebody outside the family that wants to help, you know, do what you do when it comes to the White House.
I never miss.
I don't think it's that bad to really start visiting otherwise. You know, how people do their work, and it's kind of like looking at a job. But working at the White House is the biggest responsibility if you become President of the United States. That's the biggest thing that people need to really visualize and attack. You know, you take one thing at a time.
Please.
You know, you go to festivals, you go to conferences and whatnot, and so on and so forth. A lot of love to Marcos, making a love shout out. How are you? Thank you for coming in. How are you? And so on and so forth, guys, when we get the time and get the chance of a lifetime. Being the next president of the United States, don't let the other one try to argue otherwise. You do what you can, you get a lot of votes, you get a lot of appreciation. And popularity, guys, but it comes to comments. That's what people want to really hear and really satisfied with the results, not going bad or insane. Doesn't have to be that way, guys. As long as you're voting for the right person and doing that makes you happy. That's all that matters. Well, guys, speaking of other stuff, because I've been on Twitter and Facebook for 6 years, YouTube 8 years, more actively. And my two love and I, guys, we've been together for over 7 years now. We've also been featuring games this year, ever since the second talent show. I think it's been like months. I think it's been like 8 months now. It may have been, like 7 months or something. Not about damn to the stress that could really self-controlling. Or whatever it could be all of a sudden. But we've been together for that long, guys. We're still working on getting married soon. Maybe next year. Maybe 2026, maybe? not exactly a prediction, but pretty much a guess. But I still have to meet her father again. You know, my two loves her own guardian. I'm going my best guardian here in the United States as well. Through family to family, son to son, if you look at it. So, honestly, I think it's going to come down to that after this year. You know, we have Thanksgiving in a few weeks, and Black Friday coming up. You guys remember, I want to get another year of PS Plus soon, before we reach that deadline on December 12th. And that's exactly what's going to come out of it. Not exactly this week's money in the bank check. It's going to go to my phone bill. Now it's all towards high school football playoffs by then. It doesn't have anything to deal with the other stuff yet. But that's exactly what that request is going to be, as far as I can tell you. And not to have any speculation, we're doing what we want to do with it. That's what really is going to come to us for a change. And everything else included. Well, guys, that's going to be the end of social media today. We're going to talk about Steam in the next 13 minutes from now. Now, speaking of other movies, guys, movies, otherwise, etc., etc., I do know Transformers 1 is going to be near at its end. I'm reaching 120 million, closer to $130 million. So that's going to be sooner rather than later. Good morning, Karen. Yes, you can. You can drop a link in the chat if you want. Now, Karen Young, guys, I actually love her to heaven. My song is Power in our community today. By the way, Karen, are you guys able to boost my boost my followers again? I've still been reaching, guys, not only Vinci with my thumbs up, views, and everything else, but my followers have been a little bit up and down recently. You know, they've been dropping a little bit more for the last couple of days this week. Now, Karen Young, I don't know if your panel can help me again with my followers to get back up to. I mean, it'd be nice if you guys did again. But I did surpass 210 followers this week, or exactly last week, if I can recall and remember. Between a memory towards another thing too. So honestly, yeah. Asking, I'm not exactly praising Karen, but I do need my followers increase again. Since I dropped a lot of super chats for you guys, I think months ago, weeks ago, I mean, maybe like something daily. If it's okay with you guys.
Please.
So I don't see why not. If that's a possibility, if you guys can in the chat. Especially Karen Young, if that's a possibility. But other than that, guys, no worries when we can. Anything else that has to be combined, otherwise. But yeah, guys, speaking of other stuff, I mean, Transformers 1 is a good movie. I do know Chris Hemsworth voices Megatron. Actually, no, Megatron is voiced by somebody else.
Heads up.
Well, Chris Hemsworth, guys, he does exactly Optimus Prime. What nobody else can do, Optimus Prime and Chris Hemsworth, and the one that recently started Transformers in the first place. And that movie, guys, was out in 2007 exactly. So I've seen Transformers plenty of times. And you guys bet I did, because I mean it has, and we assume we did at this point in time. I know Mark Wahlberg took over the duties back then. You know, guys, he talked about Revenge of the Fallen, Age of Extinction. I don't know if the Age of Extinction still has Shia LaBeouf in it, or it might have been somebody else that was doing it. But you know, guys, you do it because you're driven. You have a voice actor, you do what you do with directing and acting and writing. That's what really matters between the community. You're doing something that makes us helpful, I mean that movie a success, and something that makes it perfect, you know? Doing something that makes it feel sensational. You know, if you're working on a holiday movie, or even if you're working on something else for a change, that's okay too, with no problem. You know? People are entitled to their own opinions. What people want to do with movies, TV shows, comedy. I'm always a comedy romance type of person. My true love is also an action person, 9 times out of 10. And I'm also an action person, somewhat. When it comes to watching Fast and Furious, maybe Gran Turismo. Well, my true love and I, guys, or my sexiest girl and I, we haven't gone back to Gran Turismo in months. This movie itself was based on what PlayStation did. Look at that. Race the game, guys, and that franchise is just for you. So Gran Turismo, if you guys remember, it saw a 6 out of 10 months ago. But people thought Speed Racer was not too bad in between, by example. But, Need for Speed has been around for a long time, if I recall, and pretty much remember, as a racing game to a real-life action movie. That's based on what it is. But yeah, guys, speaking of other movies, I did tell you guys Clancy Jones passed away yesterday, age of 91. Nobody can replace one of the best legendary composers of all time. Now, guys, if John Williams could be the next one to go, my true love and I know a lot of you guys in the chat will not be happy about it, and people will start voicing social media. You know, guys, through Facebook, through Twitter, start making YouTube videos with a lot of support and respect and love on it, and doing something otherwise. It's like, what is going on with people? What is wrong with people, guys, otherwise? Do people know how to listen to the music? Or something to finalize? Or do they just have only the last days of a man's time? I mean, that's another thing, too. We never know what the future is going to be like. As soon as we join with God and do something that really we can tell stories to. You know, having an interview, doing something at a job, or doing something that makes people feel comfortable in the process. You know, whatever it could be. You want to voice your opinions, you want to have something in between, but you guys get the idea. So, that's exactly what it is. Trust me. But Asansi, thank you for sticking around with us as well, and making us feel comfortable, and, you know, with our strongest power, guys, of our popularity, entertainment, and energy. And kind of think of it of the temp episode from the last couple of days. The temp episode, guys, has been windy for most of the time this week. I don't think there's anything else being wrong with that. And as you guys can see, I'm doing license points for his character. I'm doing something with Baltier for a second. So, yeah, I'm giving him Sealed Block. Well, speaking of Sealed Block, guys, it does state the following: increases chance to block with a shield. So that's something to look at when we get a chance. Alright, guys, the lovely and talented Fran, I guess I'll probably do Light Armor 7. So it does also unlock, guys, the Shattered Heart, the last of the quickening element. So that's exactly what it really involves. More attack power, more defense. We're going to talk about Steam, guys, in the next number of minutes, as far as I can tell you, as soon as possible. Yeah, guys, I go back to work on Thursday, Friday. What's Friday night is, well, I guess Friday is 11 to 4. The rest of the 2 by today is 2 to 7. You know, guys, the space that we use. I'm actually going to give flame pearls to Boss, guys. So Boss has all 3 of his myths, so he's good to go with no problem. So flame pearls is a strong attack if you think about it. I will not unlock friends right now. As soon as I get Lady Ass the other quickening that she needs. So that's exactly another thing too. Her quickening is not available yet, but I do want to do something more comfortable in the type of need. What this really includes otherwise is the fact with Dandara and Blazara. I have not received Blazara yet, but I will give, I will unlock her with Kuraga. Yes, guys, Reason as well. Now, Penelo, by contrast. Penelo, guys, she only has, what do you call it, guys? Resplendence, by the way. So I will not unlock her stuff with that yet. But I will give her the Magic Lore and the, Magic Lore again, to be honest. But yeah, guys, as far as other stuff goes, everything else has been good, not exactly bad, when it comes to Transformers. What I'm doing right now, guys, what we're doing is, if we go to a map only space, we are doing something with teleport stones. So I'm just grinding and grinding as much as I can between level ups and, you know, MP and whatnot. So I'm just sticking around here for the time being. That's all you guys know, most importantly. But everything else, guys, between what I had through yesterday. Masula was asking if I was spitting out blood last night. I'm like, The only thing that came out of me, guys, was something that I had inside of my system. That's the only thing that came out of it for sure. But other guys, I've been feeling a little bit okay, and you know, I'm dying for thirst later on today, and it's something that's more in to occupy and keep everything health-wise in between. So everything else, guys, has been a little more better today, and I got a good night's sleep last night. I went to bed till I went to bed, guys, no later than almost 10:45. So I pretty much got enough sleep this morning. So that pretty much made a difference. Now, speaking of baseball, guys, I'll talk to you guys about baseball in a few minutes. What happened during my PC yesterday. So I may do something much more differently when it comes to doing my 1984 Blue Jays campaign. I'm going to do something else with that, but do something in the 2000s. That's based on baseball history, for the most part of it. And see how long I can hang in the balance with that, too. So, based on a lot of baseball players, biggest pitchers, and do something pitching-wise, when we can. With that possibility of that matter. So I'm trying to get teleport stones, guys. That's exactly what we're trying to do. But yeah, guys, everything else is going to be fine today. No worries, no doubts. Or trying to lose a championship to protect our sport. You know, guys, with wrestling, with golf, bowling, or anything on it. All you gotta do, guys, is do your best and not exactly feel nervous or afraid. That's what really matters in the balance. You're doing something that makes you proud, have a lot of family cheering you on, somebody you love so much that can do the same, and a lot of your friends too. That makes you feel comfortable and having the biggest hug of all time as well. When it comes to celebrating and other stuff in return. Well, like I said, guys, I'll be fine today. And then tomorrow night, I should be okay going into tomorrow as well. That's all you guys know perfectly. You know, I'm feeling 75 closer to 80%. To pay it or to tell you guys, respectfully on it. But I should be okay today, to be honest. But as far as anything else goes, everything else has been fine. You know, yesterday was just a letdown, that's all. But you know, guys, people usually get sick not every day, but only on occasions. If you're having something, or even if you're Having something by having popcorn, having a couple drinks, by watching a movie. We're doing something that people need to be careful in return. I mean, I've been careful a lot of times before, you know. I mean, it's not the last time. Ever since I was at Thief, and I think a few times in the past, and have required a lot of rest and a lot of other things with health-wise to help, especially with anything in return. So, but I do want to thank you guys for, you know, praying in spirit for me. That's what people need to really have. You know, be with the Lord, making sure you're feeling 100%. So I might be closer to 100% tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking of, maybe speculating, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Well guys, speaking of other stuff today, head over to the Steam.com, guys. Head over to Steam.com, make a game ID, and buy something. If you guys are buying an old game, you guys are buying a new game. And if you guys are getting bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, with no extra charge, you guys can go to Steam.com. Some guys make a game ID, head over to Steam, head over to Steam.com, guys, make a game ID. And yes, guys, go after pre-orders. But yeah, guys, go to Steam.com, make a game ID, and buy something. If you guys are going after old games, buying special games, and yes, guys, get bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, you guys can do that with no extra cost if you have a code. No, there are a lot of games you guys can buy. You guys go after Steam gift cards with them. You guys can go after any sizable amount you want, anytime you want, when you want to. And yes, guys, the space that we use. As far as anything else, you can really throw the attention and draw your own game reviews, guys, and everything you guys can bring to the table. Maybe you guys are going after Portal Knights. That's on sale for $6, guys, on Steam. Maybe you guys are going after a good Hideo Kojima sale, guys. And what is that game, guys? Death Stranding. Now, Death Stranding is close to $20 on Steam. You guys cannot beat that price. I did not play Death Stranding yet, but I have heard a couple of good restful things about the game. Metal Gear Solid anymore. That's only Konami's problem, and their own childhood favorite, as far as I know. I mean, guys, he has no turn of events of coming back. I mean, not at all, guys. He's not going to be coming in to Twisted either. But doing something with gaming. I mean, guys, every year is the best year for gaming to have lights on, camera action towards it. Another couple games, guys. Maybe you guys are having a lot of Death Masters and zombies. You guys can enjoy by going after Call of Duty, guys. Black Ops 6 too. I've heard some excellent things about the game. I don't think that's going to win Game of the Year this year. It might win the Shooter of the Year, but I don't know. I mean, that's my guess. Also, guys, Cyberpunk 2077's on sale. You guys can buy that for $30 too. So yeah, head over to Steam.com, guys. Make a game account, source ID. Got Steam gift cards. Steam gift cards, guys, are pronounced STEAMCIFTCARD. I've been on Steam, guys, for over 3 years. If you guys are in sports, music, RPGs, guys, sports, music, RPGs for